Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jaison Mathew. This is the continuation video that I started a series as Understanding RF. We already covered a lot of things in other videos. This is the sixth video in that series, Understanding RF series. We covered multiple things. I don't want to repeat that. You can follow that series or that playlist and get more information on that. Here we are going to talk about one complex thing, that is airtime. How the airtime is going to impact your clients and how it's going to impact your RF. Because most of the time, the basic question that everyone will get is, with my AP, how many clients I can support? So what's the client count? What is the recommendation from your side? And you will get lot of things. I even got a lot of questions on other videos, some queries on those videos as a comment, asking how you will determine this value. So basically, everything is most of the things are pointing to one guy, that is airtime. How much airtime you have and how you are going to split that with your client and AP. Before we start, I'm putting that disclaimer again. I don't know how much this one will help you to understand that airtime, because airtime is the very complicated thing, and you have to know a lot of things in the background. What is the how the CSMA bar CA works in the background, how the backoff timers work in the background, how the EDCA parameters will get involved in this airtime calculation, and then there are airtime fairness feature available on a lot of APs. So these kind of things are there. So you should know at least basic understanding on that. Then only you will be able to connect it here. Let me start with this and show you how to understand your network in a different way using a Kahoot simulation. I hope this will help you to, in at least some extent, that you will get an idea of how the airtime and how it's getting split in the background. So before we get started, let me show you the setup again. That's a standard procedure in my videos. So this is the AP. I'm using 3802i. That's the internal antenna AP in 3800. We have more APs available from Cisco, like 4800, 9130, 9120. There are a lot of APs after this, but I want to get a common ground. That's why I'm using this 3800, but I don't want to get into 2.4 for this video. There is no point in discussing the same thing in both the radios. So I'm switching it off 2.4. Then radio 2, I'm actually putting AC. And even in 11 AC, I'm actually selecting 160 megahertz. So basically, just I want to have an AP that is capable enough to support all the combinations. But there are limitations on the client calculation side. Ekaho don't provide a lot of combinations, so I don't want to get into that. So we will go with what we have with us, right? So we will just go with 11 AC, 160. We have 11X APs, but we are not considering that. But we are going with 11 AC AP, 3800 with all the client combinations that are available on the Ekaho side. Power level, I set it as 14. This is the setup. This is the AP. Now the extra thing that I did it here is I set an area. So as you can see, there is a marking here. This is the marking I selected. You can see that orange color marking. And this is the area I set it in Ekaho. So Ekaho allows us to create the area concept, and you can define one area and you can put a client count on that. So I have an area. Then I'm going to show you what I configured here. So as you can see here, this is the area one. So we have one AP, one area, and I right now I added only one client, and I have some options on that particular device type. So here you can see I have multiple profiles created. You can see A radio only. Right now I selected A radio only. Then I have N with 20 megahertz. I already created those profiles so that we will be able to use that one by one and show you the difference here. Right now I am selecting one client with 11A only, no other capabilities, no N, no AC, no 4020 megahertz, and all those things. One client with a radio only. And the other one is data type. What is the data type you are expecting from that particular client? I just selected as conferencing link. So this is the one I selected, conferencing or link or Skype. So why I selected this one, I'm considering this particular AP is inside a meeting room. that is having some capacity, and this is the only AP going to serve that area. So that's a concept I just want to show it here. So we are considering there is some meeting going on here, and I'm selecting conferencing in that manner. And you can see here there is one calculation here, right? So total one device, total bitrate is 4.13 Mbps. So this is what going to happen with one client. Now let's see how this AP is serving that area. So signal strength wise, we don't have any issues. In this black box, you can see the settings of that AP. Okay, so now we were in signal strength. Let's move into airtime utilization point of view. So we have a view type of airtime utilization, and this is the view you are going to get it. So we will see more into that. Now, as you can see, there is a legend here below, and you can see what is the percentage of utilization based on that there is a color coding. So we are somewhere here between 10 to 20 here based on the color coding. So let me show you more details on that. Now you can see more information here. I'll not be able to move the mouse pointer. So let's go through the line items. So this is the airtime utilization for AP. Then this is for 5 gigahertz only with channel 36 at the rate 160. Then you can see the type, airtime, and limit. So this AP is having 13 percentage of utilization on the radio side. Then total utilization is 13, then free is 87. So what that means is you have one client, and that one client is utilizing 13 percentage of the airtime. So that's what is displayed here. And this is A only, so you can see the client type A only. Then airtime 13 percentage and conferencing, that's a usage type. Then application wise, it's actually using 12 percentage on the data traffic on the video conferencing and Skype calls. Then other one, the link, VoIP link and Skype is using 1 percentage and other is 1. So data is 11 percentage, control packets are 1 percentage and management packets are 1 percentage. This is the utilization of that AP, that particular radio, the 5 gigahertz radio with one client. As you can see here, I made some changes. I added more clients. So it's not number of clients are not high, but you have uh, different combinations here. As you can see, the client number is one. This is A radio only. This is N radio with 20 megahertz. This is N radio with 40 megahertz. This is AC with 20, 40, 80, and 160. So these are the client types I added. Let's see the airtime calculation done by Yahoo with all these different client types. We added only 7 clients and different type of radios, and you can see that this color is already changed. So previously it was between 10, 20. Now it's moved to 40 to 50. Now let's see the Yahoo data, how this client types are affecting these radios. So I'm going to place the mouse pointer and we are going to get that data. As you can see here, this AP is taking 41 percentage of airtime. By the way, this client population is not arranged in the same manner that we added it in the area. So you have to go through that line item and you have to get the right value. So I'll just call out one by one in the order so you can get that line item. Okay, so A radio is taking 13 percentage. N radio with 20 megahertz is using 9 percentage. N radio with 40 megahertz is taking 4 percentage. That's a fourth line item. Then AC with 20, 5 percentage. AC with 40, 3 percentage. AC with 80, 3 percentage. AC with 163 percentage. What I want to tell here is you can see we added only 7 clients. All 7 clients are having different capabilities. And as you can see here, Air Radio is taking more airtime utilization. So basically, it has to use a lot of airtime to send out the same amount of traffic in the same data traffic, the application type. When we talk about airtime, this is what we have to understand. This is completely based on the clients in your network. This is nothing to do with the AP capabilities. Your AP will be most powerful AP available on your network. But again, airtime is not something that can be taken care based on the AP model. It will be directly taken care by your client. So you should know what's the client getting introduced in your network, what is the negotiation that client is going to do with your network, and how this data traffic will flow through that client on the radio that it's associated with. Initially, I mentioned about one doubt. What is the total number of clients you can support on an AP? When we say total number of clients, it's based on the radio. So if you have two radios, if you are running flexible radio assignment, you will get two radios in 5 gigahertz, and that will change the scenario background. So here we are taking only one radio, and what is the capability on that particular radio, considering the client types in the background. As you know, each device in RF, either AP or client, you have to do that RTS, ready to send, clear to send kind of mechanism. You have to run with your back of timer algorithm. Then you have to consider the EDCA parameters on the Cisco APs kind of scenarios. There are other mechanism that involves here. And all these things in the background, it will change little bit here and there, but the ultimate thing is this: airtime. How much airtime you have for one client, how much time it will take based on the data type. As you can see here, I deleted all the clients and I have only a radio with 7 clients. Now we can see it's consuming 93%. So what it means is if you are having only those clients that can support 11A only, in that scenario, 7 is the best count on that radio. Per radio, 7 clients. Okay, now let me change this one into 11N, 20 megahertz only. Okay, so this is the final one. You can see 25 clients on 160 megahertz radio. And you have to keep one more thing in mind, the MIMO details about this particular radio. So these are the available options in Akahu to simulate the client behavior. So I don't have any AX related combinations here. As you can see here under technology, I don't have any option to simulate the AX client. So that's why I was limited to 160 with AC. Whenever you are seeing those clients, you have to consider what is the MIMO settings used in that. So each radio have a different MIMO set. 160 is having 4 into 4 and 80 is having 3 into 3. So whatever I explained is based on that MIMO also. So you have to keep that in mind when you are going through this video. So with 160 megahertz, 25 client was the maximum I was able to get it here without touching the 100 percentage mark. As you can see here, it's actually touching 97 percentage with 25 clients. So that was the maximum count I was able to get it. So the same data I publish in my WordPress as a blog. So this is the blog. You can go through this one if you want to refer this one as a table. So the first table is nothing but radio airtime utilization per radio type, how much it's taking on the conferencing link traffic kind of thing. And second one, you can see each radio, what is the maximum count I was able to get it in the simulated manner in Akahu. So this is not the real count. This is what I was using in the background and how this is how I was touching. So basically, without touching 100 percentage, what is the maximum count you can reach per radio? So this one completely depends on Akaho calculation or the algorithm in the background, but I just want to capture that as a table and I put it here. So this is the best way you can do it. So, and you can see the MIMO, the radio differences in each radio, and you can see a radio is using 1 into 1 MIMO and the 40 megahertz and 20 megahertz in AC, it's using that. And you can see the client count is increasing based on each technology and how that is impacting the client count support. So I'll conclude this video with this tables. You can refer these tables. In each combination, I put it as a table. I'll also provide this link in this description so that you can follow that. You have to keep it in mind what is the client type you are going to get it and how much that is going to impact your radio. then only you will be able to get a proper client count per radio and you can do a proper RF design. There are n number of things that will impact your radio. So let me know if you found something wrong in this video, or put it in the comments so that next person who is going to watch this video will get the right understanding after reading the comments. So hope this video will help you to understand airtime in some level. I know this is not a perfect video to explain that, but at least some level you will be able to understand the airtime utilization in the background. Thank you for watching. See you in next video.